Hi, greetings fam. How are you guys doing? Welcome to this video. This is gonna be the first video. What we aim to do is to break down all the features we mentioned that are gonna be available in this healing center. So we don't want to make it a long video. We just want to break down to chunks, manageable chunks. So as we mentioned, one of the features that's gonna be available in this village, it's a, let me just turn around, I look dark. Is a herbal detox center. So we're going to be having a herbal detox center as one of the services we're going to be offering when you come and visit the village. Because as we mentioned, the aim is to increase our effectiveness in terms of addressing your conditions or your illnesses. So before we understand how to heal, I think it's even more important to understand what you are healing, what is your body, and one of the key functions in your body is or processes is the digestive process, digesting the food. Because as we mentioned, that the food is the one that are causing or fueling all these sicknesses. So we need to check the path of the food in our bodies. So the key thing to understand is the digestive system. I thought it's important to touch base on this because it's like a vehicle. A mechanic has to understand how the vehicle works in a perfect condition before they know how to fix it, you know. Because when you're fixing it, you're trying to restore a certain order. So if you don't know that order, then it doesn't make sense. What are you restoring it to? So the digestive process is one of the key processes to understand in our bodies. Because I felt this is important. I saw some people that are actually claiming to be healers and stuff. They don't seem to understand this because they had a big debate about saliva. I don't know what they think saliva is for. If you think saliva is just a lubricant for your mouth, you're very wrong. As you will learn shortly. This is basic biology. I was actually surprised that people don't understand this, you know. So I want to explain the digestive system, and then secondly, I want to share with you what we're going to be doing in terms of herbal detox. Detox is removing of toxins from the body. So we need to understand first how the body works, how it would work on a perfect scenario. So about the digestion. Human digestion actually starts, people think starts in the stomach, but digestion actually starts even before the stomach, way before. Digestion starts when your food is still on your plate, or maybe food is still in your pot. Your body is already digesting. I think that is the thing that people could not understand. Because here's what happens. We have sensory organs. One of them is like our nose. We use this to smell. Maybe this meal tastes nice, smells nice. Sometimes we use our eyes, also a sensory organ. We use our eyes to see that it looks appealing. You know, it must be tasting very good. This is before even our tongue can taste it. When you see this delicious meal on your plate, your brain is ordering your body, you know, through your salivary glands. You know, we have glands that are secreting the saliva, you know, special glands that are secreting the saliva. Before they see this, they're instructing it to release the saliva in your mouth. That's why we sometimes call the plate or the food that is mouth watering, because by the time you see it, your body is releasing these juices so that it can prepare for what is coming. Digestion has already started, guys. Saliva plays a key role in the digestion. And in that saliva in your mouth, there's enzymes that are used to break down the food. See, this is where it starts. The starch, actually, the breakdown of starch starts in the mouth, because like we will understand shortly that the body will not understand the starch. So it starts releasing these enzymes to break down the food, let me call it that way. So this is where the digestion starts. In fact, in the digestive system, there's 10 organs that play part. Is your tongue, is your salivary glands, is your esophagus, is your stomach, is your liver, which will be secreting the bile. Is your pancreas secreting the insulin? Is the small intestines? Is the large intestines? Is the rectum and the anus? This is the path that the food must travel through. So when you eat the food in your mouth, the digestion has already started. So it will your teeth and your saliva and the action of your mouth will chew the food, you know, and create what they call the bolus, you know, in the balls, the ball structure sort of a food, breaking down, and then you must squeeze down your esophagus. The process, the brain again will trigger the peristalsis. It's a mechanical process of pushing the down food to your stomach. To your stomach, it goes to there's acid in the stomach, hydrochloric acid, which will further to break down the bolus that came through. The stomach will keep this food maybe for about 3 hours or so, depending on what you ate. Some things will take even longer. After this is 3 hours, the stomach has broken down this into even further pieces, because the body will not understand the solid that you are using. It must be broken down to glycerides, or what you call glucose. So after that, it becomes what you call the chyme. So it's more of a watery structure now. The chyme must go down the small intestines. As soon as it enters the small intestines, remember I said the stomach, there is acid, hydrochloric acid. This acid is very, I think they got a pH of about 4. It's very acidic. So imagine now this acidic chyme going to your stomach. It will burn your intestinal walls. So what happens as soon as it gets to the first part of your small intestines or duodenum, the liver and the gallbladder must release the bile. In fact, in this video I will talk more about the liver. But let me just finish this process. So must release this bile, or you know, what we call inyongo. You know, this bile is very alkaline, so it helps first of all to neutralize this acidity of this chyme from the stomach. Neutralizes this so that it cannot do damage inside your intestines. This is just one of the functions of the bile, and then it also helps in breaking down this food. And then the insulin from the pancreas now follows, you know, as the food is passing through the small intestines. It releases this pancreas into the small intestines also. Pancreas it plays 2 roles, or is an endocrine and exocrine gland, because it secretes the juices or the insulin directly into the blood flow, and also it secretes it directly into the pipes or in the tube that goes to the stomach, which is the pancreatic duct. So once this food now is mixed with these 2 juices, it can go down the small intestines. Then what happens is the blood vessels that are attached to the small intestines are starting the absorption process, you know, which is taking out the nutrients from this food after being broken down by these juices I've just mentioned. It takes down the actual food in this food and leave the waste outside. Once the waste is left out, is pushed down further to the large intestines, or to our colon. It goes there, and what happens in the colon helps to suck down even more food that is left in this waste material, and absorb water, and leave out the stool, the dead cells, and everything that is not needed by the body. And then it goes down to your rectum and it goes outside. This is the process. This is how, in perfect condition, the human should work. In fact, this is how it works in all conditions, but it depends on what you put in your mouth. How things are going to change is going to depend on what the food you allow to digest. So now this is what happens when you eat the right food, you know. But when you're eating the wrong food, or the food that is acidic, or that's acid forming or mucus forming, this food is the food that comes into your body and ferments and rots and clogs the system. One of the things they're gonna clog is your pancreatic duct. Once that pancreatic duct this is the duct that the pancreas uses to release the insulin. The insulin will be produced by the beta cells in this pancreas, and then comes through this pipe. But once this pipe is blocked by the rotting food or the fermenting food, the insulin is released, but it cannot go through. You see, once that just single thing happens, that distraction in the digestive system happens, we are already diabetic. This is diabetes. Diabetes alone will lead to a lot of other things, like if it's gonna even go to your brain, because your sugar balance now is been disturbed. You know, that's why sometimes diabetes will lead to your eyesight. We also sometimes lose to coma. That's why they call it diabetic coma, because now there's inflammation in the brain because of you know, I don't know, not touch base on this one basically, but diabetes alone will cause a lot of other conditions to exist because of the single thing that happened, blockage of the pipe. And then again, when the colon, because people always hear that before you cleanse, you need to, before you can heal, you must make sure that you can cleanse the colon. I think we should find out why the colon needs to be cleansed. Why is it clogged in the first place? Because on a perfect condition, the colon should be releasing the food easily. Here's why colon needs to be cleansed or is dirty in the first place. It goes back to the liver. That's why I want to speak more about the liver as one of these 10 organs, because I think people don't emphasize this, because they just go to the colon and cleanse the colon. We don't check why the colon needs to be cleansed in the first place. Why is it clogged? Because one of the things, the liver or the bile from the liver does, because this thing is greasy, you know, it's greasy, and it helps, because here's what happens: the food, when you eat the food becomes sticky, so it tends to stick in the walls of the intestines, you see, and then this is what will cause the colon to clog up. But if there's a proper release of bile will come and just plays a lubricant on the walls of this intestine, so that the feces doesn't stick in there, you know. It can be released, can move nicely. But what happens is, if there is not enough, or there is no, let me rather say, not enough of this bile released into your body, then that's why it sticks. So I think now, if you understand, like I was saying, as a mechanic, to fix a system, you have to try to restore how it should work in the first place. So it goes back to the liver. The liver, it sometimes cannot release this bile, or not enough in short amount, because also the hepatic duct is clogged. If you listen to Dr. Sebi, as people always claim to do, he says AIDS is not the killer in Africa. We are scared of AIDS, but this is not a thing that is killing people in Africa. What is killing people in Africa, he said, is hepatitis C. This is the condition or the disease of the liver. The liver. So, why the liver gets clogged? I think this should be our topic, not the colon now. The liver, when you're eating the wrong food, or the mucus forming food, like in this case, some unsaturated fats, maybe from meat or whatever, and the liver tries to, first of all, to break down, because this is the function of the liver, to play some of the things, the filtration. So because it cannot understand, or it doesn't have the capability to break down this is cholesterol, actually, these unsaturated fats is the cholesterol. What happens is the cholesterol, it gets hardened, it crystallizes and form what we call gallstones in the gallbladder, because remember, the gallbladder is just attached to the liver. From these stones in the gallbladder, and also in the liver, the liver stones, or they're called intrahepatic stones. These stones, because remember, there's pipes into each of these organs that must release the juices, in this case the bile. But if in the path of this bile there are these stones that are blocking the way, then that's where it starts to limit the function of the liver. You see, is these stones that is a result of bad food. When you cannot release this, I think liver disease will I mean, if you have a liver disease, you just forget it. I think the same with colon. So that's why we don't encourage, say, someone, I need something for the liver, or for the bones, or for this. We'd rather give you something for the whole body, because these things are interconnected. It must function in harmony, you see. So by restoring the liver, you help to restore all other functions of the body. So one of the key things we're going to be focusing in the Detox Center is the liver flush. This is the removal of these gallstones. You know, because people have thousands and thousands of these stones. They got thousands of these stones, and what happens together with the colon, you must do the hydrocolon therapy, which I will explain in the next video. Before and after this thing, because what happens is, if you release these stones, some of them with the protocol we're gonna be sharing with you, they come in and they get clogged in the colon, because the colon is like what is that thing played by Maslatini, concertina. You know, it's got pouches and pockets. So some of the stones can get clogged there, and these things are very toxic. You know, these stones, where they sit, they like the acids, they can burn that tissue where whenever they're attached. You know, so we don't want these stones to be clogged somewhere in this system. So that's why we have to do a mechanical the drainage of a colon, which is the colonics. We don't do this for a long time, as I mentioned before. We just do it enough to release the toxins we want to remove. This is going to be one of the things, the liver flush together with the colon cleanse. So we felt we should touch base on the human digestive system, because I mean, this is the whole point of cleansing our body with the herbs. The herbs, this is what they're going to be addressing. So after that, also we release all these toxins from the liver. Then we go and remove them from the colon, because this colon is the last part. We remove from the colon. We remove the worms. We remove the old fecal matter sticking in the walls of your colon, and then we remove the bacteria, because in our body we have the bacteria. This bacteria also helps in the breaking down of foods. You know, it's a good bacteria. Some of them call it that, or prebiotic, or probiotic. This is what they call them, but it's a good bacteria. But this bacteria will only, the type of bacteria you have is going to be depending on the type of food you are consuming. This is simple. If you are consuming more animal-based food, you're going to have a bacteria that likes that taste of animals, or that taste of meat and all this other food. If you have a bacteria that is from fruits, it's not going to be the same bacteria that likes cheese, milk and stuff, you know. So the bacteria you have depends on the food you eat, simple like that. So we're going to be also helping to restore a good bacteria that is more happy with plant-based diet. So one of the things we're going to be doing in restoring the colon. So this is just the brief of what we're going to be doing for the Detox Center. So they're going to be using some herbs. Like I said, this is a herbal detox. We're going to be using some herbs which we're going to be sourcing all over the world to do this according to their capabilities. And what we're going to be aiming to achieve is what is called the intracellular cleansing. So we don't want to just cleanse on the piping system like the ducts I mentioned. We want to cleanse from the cells themselves, so that the cells can renew and release new energy and shred out the dead cells, so that they can be removed and remove the toxins from the cells themselves. You know, so they can be removed. So we started from the beginning, the intracellular cleansing. So we know of the good herbs that have been used by Dr. Sebi to do this. We're in contact with the suppliers. I know a lot of people have been looking for them, like guaco macania. It's very good for the blood, you know. As you know, the blood travels each and every part of the body, so it's more beneficial to send the blood, because it's a good messenger. It will reach each and every cell, because it's the one that must deliver the nutrients and remove the toxins from each cell. So guaco, there's one of them is kalawala. Kalawala is more for the skin, because the skin is a large external organ. It's the one that must help. Like now it's hot. I'm a bit sweating. You know, those through this process, the body is able to release toxins. But if your epidermal tissues are clogged, or your skin, your pores are clogged, they cannot release this. That's why sometimes it will the toxins in your body will express through your skin. You know, if your blood is unhealthy, you must express it through your facial or your skin, either in your face or anywhere in the body. So this is what we're going to be doing. Some of them is Kokomelka, Contribo. We already have Contribo, Kankansa. There's a lot, guys. You know, what's important, there's a lot, because there's all what we needed. We needed someone who can follow the protocol, get the herbs, and know how to use them. And then you are there, we can use them, can get the same results. So this is what we're going to be doing in the herbal detox part. So this is just going to be one of the 6 features that is going to be in this village. So this is just the one. Just to give out a disclaimer, as I always should in these videos, that we are not medical doctors or registered healthcare practitioners. So we don't diagnose or promise to cure any disease. We don't promise any of that or guarantee. We're just trying our best to use the natural methods to go back to the way we used to be, because this is how our forefathers ate. They never had any canned food. They never had any, you know, some people they say, nah, but the ancients were eating meat. You are right, they were eating meat, but this is not the kind of meat you are eating today. Your meat is from the freezer. It's been killed maybe 3 months ago, and it was transported in a container in a fridge. And then to the, you know, I mean, by the time it gets to you, it's been dead way long. Our ancients used to go hunt in a bush like this. They catch it fresh, and then they eat it. They have a couple of days, you know. No, they didn't have any freezers then, you know. And what the food or the meat they were eating is the game, like antelope or James Bog, all these rabbits and stuff that are running in the wild. They are fit, they eat from the greens, you know. They eat from the greens. They, you know, they are fit. You don't even, sometimes you hard to see fat in their body because they still fit. They are healthy. So they're eating a healthy meat in a once in a while thing. You are eating a meat, a cow that is walking around. Sometimes I saw them. They eat some people throw nappies just carelessly. These cows eat anything, especially if you go in the township, you see cows, they're eating from the plastics, all this shitty stuff basically. So the health of what you eat compared to the health of what our ancient people were eating is not the same. Not saying that I mean, I think it's simple. If what you're eating is eating bad food, it's gonna be bad for you basically, because it's fat, it's a lot of fat, and there's the fat that turns into cholesterol that I'm just mentioning now, that confuses our system and makes the liver to convert it into hard stones, you see. So it's not the same. We understand the ancients were eating meat, and we're not even saying here don't eat meat, or I mean, maybe some people are like doing this religious, you know, do this, don't do this, don't do this. What I try to help you to do is to become more of the good and least of the bad in terms of what you eat. Try to eat less of the bad and more of the good. You're not going to be perfect. If you try to be perfect, you're going to, I don't know, perfection equals paralysis, you know. You try to be perfect, and then, you know, because you cannot be perfect, you end up overwhelmed and everything. So we're just trying to help you to do your best, you know. Sometimes some people are already in a critical state of a chronic condition. For you, maybe you have to be perfect for that period, you know, and stop anything that is causing or fueling the illnesses from your body. But if you're just maintaining and trying to live a healthy lifestyle, I mean, why must you be perfect? You know, just try to do your best, like you do with your vehicle. When it's time to service it, just go and cleanse as well, like you service your car. That's all. This is the only thing we are promoting, or we are encouraging, because we are in this life to live, guys, not to just eat. Watch what you eat. We're not here to eat. We're not here to eat. We are here to live. We are here to accomplish things we need to accomplish. But as a living being, we always need to refuel our bodies. So what we're encouraging, when it's time to refuel, just make sure at least you refuel with the right stuff most of the times, you know. You can, I mean, I'm not gonna try to say, okay, you can do the wrong stuff sometimes, because you're gonna be doing it anyway. I'm not perfect. If you meet me somewhere, you say, but why are you eating this though? I'm just gonna I'm gonna tell you to get off my case, you know. So if ever you think, this guy is a perfect, he's doing alkaline, blah blah blah, 100%, no, I don't, guys, I don't. I'm not gonna even lie to you, I don't. But I just make sure that most of the times, 90% or 80% of the times, I do what is good in terms of diet, in terms of just in terms of how you live, you know, this is all about, because you can be perfect, you are eating this alkaline because maybe your objective is to live longer, and then you get a stray bullet, boom, you're gone, you know. What a boring life, you know. You are just here to focus on your eat and everything. So I'm trying to say, guys, live a little, but don't be careless on your diet, on how you live, on what you put in your body. Sometimes you can put in the wrong stuff, but if you watch it, you know, like I normally tell people when we introduce them into the detox combo, I said, this is a vegan program, so I know most people eat meat anyway. So I say, I know it's going to be difficult for you, so this is a transition. We're not trying to just say stop. It's a transition because we're trying to get you into a certain lifestyle change. Because I mean, sometimes people are older now, you know, you cannot behave or treat your body the way you were doing as a teenager or even younger. You know, you have to know that there are some changes and everything. You need to take care of yourself a little bit better now. So I said, if you used to take 2 pieces of meat, why can you not take 1? Up until you can conquer, because it's all in your brain and your habits. Up until you can conquer this habit, you know. Instead of 2, take 1, so that you can transition better into this. Eventually, your body will thank you. A little bit by little bit, it will help you, like you were doing as an athlete. If you can run a kilometer a day, maybe it's not much, but it's better than someone who's not running at all. You know, your body will thank you for that. Just 1 kilometer you're running a day, it will show something. And if you're consistent, this is all we're doing, consistency over a long time, then you will get the results. You will get to see the improvement. The same way that when you're eating the bad food, it doesn't manifest into a disease like overnight. Is an accumulation of the toxins in your body, and then when the body says enough, then they start to manifest as a disease. So it's the same with the health protocol. You will just be consistent. It's a lifestyle change, and then your body will thank you. If you have diabetes, you stick to the process, your body will help you. So with saying that, we have created a package, a special detox package. We call it the special detox combo, that is aimed to help you achieve this at the comfort of your home. We're building the village so that some people can come that have even more pressing needs, but we have a package that is designed for you to use at your own home. This package has got 5 products. These 5 products for the first 12 and a half, is a 25-day program. For the first 12 and a half days, we're focusing on cleansing, cellular cleansing, or intracellular cleansing. We give you more of a herbs that will help your body to release toxins. And then for the second 12 and a half day period, we're focusing on rejuvenating your body, which is a similar approach we're going to be taking in this village, but with even more success. So we're going to give you, out of those 7 products, we're going to tell you which product to use now that will help to rejuvenate your body. Because when you cleanse or detox, you're going to be losing some of the minerals that are essential for your body function. So we aim to replenish them now, or replace in order for your body to rebuild. So this is the process of healing. We're trying to restore your body. So check out this detox combo in the link below this video. You can purchase this combo. We'll send it to you wherever you are in the world. We can send it to you. And if you're not part of the Facebook group, also check the link below this video. You can join our community. And this is the aim purpose of these videos is to complement actually the group. Some things we can explain there, but some other things that need even a better explanation, we can explain them in a video like this. I think I like the video because it's only me speaking. Because I hate arguments. I hate arguments or debates. So you only have to listen now. If you're debating, you can debate by commenting, which is good. I will answer you, but it gives me an opportunity to explain things uninterrupted. So this is the aim. And more importantly, guys, as you know, this video is outlining what we're going to be doing in the village. There's a link also below this video where you can purchase a membership to the village. This is a membership. It's not a shareholding. This is a membership. This is you partly owning the village through a discount, basically. So you're going to be getting a lot of discounts and special specials. You must put it that way. You're gonna be getting a lot of specials. Maybe some day we're not, some week we're not fully booked. We send out to the members. Hey, we got a slot. Don't you want to come? Or is your birthday? We send you. Hey, come for free. Something like this. We're gonna treat you special because you helped to build this, which is gonna make it realize it faster. So this is the aim. This is the key thing. Make it happen faster. If we do it on our own, it's still gonna happen. Just to let you know. It's still going to happen, but maybe not at the fast rate, because when you have something, you're excited. You want to realize it as fast, as quickly as possible, you know, but not overlooking some other risk and other things involved. But you want to make sure that you can have this, because our people are dying, guys. People are dying. So they think of waiting, say, I know, in about 2 years we're going to have the village. It takes time. When I have this thing by next year, you know, when I have this thing by next year, and it's all about your participation. So just watch out the previous video, guys, if we haven't check about how this thing is gonna work. Basically, it's gonna be a body buy. You can buy it separately. You can, I mean, on your own as an individual. You can buy it as a group. Basically, all you need is 5,000 for one membership. 5 credits a year. Every year, so accumulate 5 credits. I mean, indefinitely. So I think this is a bargain, because I mentioned before, this is sometimes a premium for a single month when you're paying like medical aids and stuff like this. Mentioning that about medical aids, this thing is not a medical aid. It's not a medical insurance. You got no claims here or anything. We're just offering the opportunity to come in this experience, you know, come experience this. And this is not going to be only limited to people with chronic disease. We can come here just for the experience of this environment, because it's a very peaceful environment. It's just maybe like going to a game lodge somewhere for holiday or something like that, just for your peace of mind, basically. So this is going to be that kind of place. Also, if maybe some people are addicted to substance abuse and all that stuff, we got Iboga. Iboga is something that is very good for the addiction. It's in Cameroon. Already you can get stuff from Cameroon. I've got a contact that side, Sheikh. We can get that from Cameroon. If it's in Africa, in fact, even wherever it is, if there's someone who's selling it, we're gonna get it. Doesn't mean we're gonna go in the jungle and harvest it. We're gonna get it from people who are already harvesting it. So our job is just to make the contracts and prepare the logistics to get the stuff here and for you to use, because I can bring all this stuff. I'm not gonna use them. I don't need them. So it's basically for you. So this is basically gonna be that kind of center where you can come for the experience of a lifetime, because this is what we aim to give to you guys. So I'll be very happy to have you. And as you know, this is going to be open up until 15 January. From now until then, I'm going to be giving videos like this, explaining what's going to be happening. So in the next video, I'm going to be sharing more about maybe I'll test 2 topics, I'll see. But next one is probably going to be a hydrocolon therapy. Hydrocolon therapy, I know Dr Sebi advised against it, but you just watch the next video, you will see why I think it's beneficial and why we're going to be doing it in this center. Or sometimes they call it the colonics. It's come from the Germans. So this is one of the things we're going to be doing here. So I'm looking forward to work with you guys in this community. This would make me very proud that it would show that we don't need other people to create stuff for us. You know, the aim of every nation should be about self-reliance, you know. Self-reliance. Don't have to rely from Pfizer or these other companies to give us vaccines for corona. Their job must be giving us diseases as they are doing. Our job must be making sure that we can keep our systems healthy and fit for whatever they bring to us, because they are powerful, guys. Difficult to stop them, but the best way to win is to make sure that your body can survive anything, you know. Like people are scared, it's psychological, scared of corona. I'm not scared of corona. Most people are not scared of corona because I think they can see the hype behind it and everything. It's a very weak ass virus, but the fact is it's killing people. So we're not trying to undermine it or anything. Because some people lost. I also lost a friend. I lost a lot of people through this corona, even if it was corona or not, but it was attributed to corona. Anyway, it was attributed to sickness. So if you can make sure that you are not sick, you're gonna win. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't mean it's corona, it's true or not. Doesn't matter. Your job is to get your immune system ready and fit. That's it. It's you training your troops or arming your troops for whatever that comes, you know. So what kind of a soldier can go in a battle without a gun? So we're arming you, we're giving you out guns because we're in a war. This is war, guys, and they're gonna profit from your sickness, and in the end of the day you're gonna be dead, you know. They're gonna profit from your sickness, and then you're not gonna even live. They're gonna, you know, you're gonna end up dying. So I think we need an alternative. So this is an alternative, guys, to make it happen faster. It might not benefit you, might not even benefit you now. In years to come, someone from your house might get help from this place because we're gonna be very effective. You know, that's why we don't even want too much publicity, because we know this topic is a sensitive one. You know, if the big dogs try to know or understand that we are doing this and is a threat to them, I don't feel like we are a threat to them now, or maybe even in the next few years to come. So we just want to be effective and make things happen without making too much noise, you know. So I don't want you to share this, share the video. Someone who wants it might see it, some that kind of messy sharing. Don't want that. We want you to take action. If not you, then leave it. Someone else who sees value will take action. We don't need that many people anyway. So if you watch this and you're interested, check the link below. If the link is still valid, that means there's still space. When that date comes or that number comes in, you're gonna close, and then we're gonna continue to do it as we're gonna do it. But we promise you to have, by this time next year, is November now, almost halfway. Yeah, we want to have people around. We want to have people around traveling from wherever they travel to come experience the true gift of healing. And you're going to be brought to you by this village called Amara Holistic Village. So I'm going to be bringing you down even more other details in the future. So for now, thank you and take care, guys. I will speak to you soon. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, guys, please do subscribe. It's a new channel, and I hope to be sharing a lot of content with video, because with Facebook you share a video and then a new post comes, that video is pushed down way back so no one can see. But whereas with YouTube, I think it's like perfect. You can always see the video, even it's going to be in the video library, so it's a perfect stuff. So I don't have to do a lot of videos. I do a video on a topic, it will stay there forever. So this is the aim. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Make sure you subscribe and yeah, take part, participate. Don't be just be watching and criticize and all these things. Be an action taker. Be an action taker. No statue has ever been erected to a critic. Stop being a critic. You know, if it's not for you, it's fine. Move on. You know, life is about kissing frogs. So if you see this and then you don't do nothing, to me you are just one of the frogs. And this is not in a bad way. Frog is just someone who won't do anything. You know. We're just gonna move on. There's princesses out there, you know. But we have to kiss a couple of frogs. So don't be a frog guy. Be a prince or a princess. Take action. Be part of something revolutionary, because this will be revolutionary. And yeah, I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much. Enjoy.